often being quoted as probably one of the nicest people in Hollywood and just an all-round great actor that has captured the imaginations of so many different generations. Tom Hanks is just incredible. He's an amazing actor. He's an amazing person all round, and it's very rare that, actually, it's almost impossible that you're going to watch a Tom Hanks movie and not really enjoy it. The man just oozes charisma, and he really puts his all into every single performance, and he's just, like I say, he's just an all-round incredible person. I love the man, and I've grown up on his movies, and I have there's not a bad word that you can say about Tom Hanks. He's just he's an icon. So with that being said, I want to give you 10 fascinating facts about multi-Oscar winner Tom Hanks. Number 10, he made a very, very brief appearance in Happy Days, of all shows. Yeah, with the Fonz. Yeah, he took part in a small scene in Happy Days where he plays a kind of karate master who wants to have a fight with the Fonz. Now, because of this, Ron Howard, who starred in Happy Days, who's now a big, massive time director, one of the all-time greatest directors, he remembered Tom Hanks, and he asked him to come along for audition for Splash. We all remember Splash, the mermaid movie starring Tom Hanks. But yeah, Ron Howard asked him to come along for an audition for actually a small role, but he loved Tom Hanks so much he offered him the starring role in Splash, and it actually kick-started Tom Hanks's movie career.
It's a nice coat. Thank you. Nice material. Looks real sharp. Just one thing wrong with it, though. You might want to keep these in case you ever want to wipe your nose on your sleeve.
Number 9. One of my all-time favourite Tom Hanks's movies is That Thing You Do. He wrote and directed and starred in this movie, and it is an incredible story about a young band, a sort of Beatles-esque band who have this big #1 hit, and they just travel all around the world, and Tom Hanks is their manager. Now, because he was so involved with this movie, because he was the writer and director and he starred in this movie, he managed to rope in his family. He brought in his wife, Rita Wilson, who plays a very small cameo role. He also brought in his children, Colin and Elizabeth, who play, again, very small cameo roles, but if you see them in it, it's very heartwarming that he's such a loving family man that he's brought them in to sort of enjoy the success with him. Brilliant.
Oh, there's a snake! God! Sorry! Ow!
Number 8, he is one of only 2 actors to win back-to-back Oscars. Now, I mentioned it in the intro, he's a multi-time Oscar winner. He won in 1993 for Philadelphia and in 1994 for Forrest Gump. So yeah, two years running, he won Greatest Actor at the Oscars, which is by no means a small feat. It's absolutely incredible, and it's very much deserving because he is such a great actor. The other actor to do this was Spencer Tracy. So yeah, great company there, and 2 years on the trot. That's incredible. That's amazing, and like I say, very well deserved.
Yeah! Look what I have created! I have made fire! I have made fire!
Number 7, after putting in such a great performance in his role in Apollo 13, NASA was so impressed with him that they named a asteroid after him. Mind-blowing as that is, NASA not only sat down and watched this movie because, they would, because they're NASA and it's all about the Apollo 13 space mission, but they love Tom Hanks so much they named an asteroid after him. Very random, very strange. Like, why an asteroid? Why not a star or something? But to me, that's just incredible. And it's actually named 12818 Tom Hanks. Not the greatest name, but it's named after Tom Hanks, and that's another kind of thing that you can put down to just how incredible this man is, that he has a floating rock named after him.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Number 6, he has been friends with American singer-songwriter Bruce Springsteen since childhood. They've known each other since they were very young. Now, because of this, he actually managed to get Bruce Springsteen on board to do some songs on the soundtrack of Philadelphia, and it actually helped Bruce Springsteen win an Academy Award for his song "The Streets of Philadelphia," which appears on that album. So yeah, not only does he get his family involved in his movies, he gets his friends involved as well, and he brings them in to, you know, help out and get them to win an awards. You know, how much more impressed can you be with this man that he's helping his friends and his family along the way?
That was not a joke, guys.
Number 5, Tom Hanks has won the American Film Institute's Life Achievement Award. Now, that may not sound too incredible, too impressive to you, because, you know, Tom Hanks, he's been around for a very, very long time. But he's actually the youngest actor to win this award. He won it in 2002 at just 46. Now, again, that may not sound that impressive, but Tom Hanks has been around for so long, and he's been so instrumental when it comes to Hollywood and all the movies that he makes, that, yeah, what an accolade, what an impressive thing to achieve at such a young age of just 46, a Lifetime Achievement Award. If you put that into perspective, he still has a whole lifetime ahead of him to kind of win that award again. You know, he could be 92 and win that award again, so maybe he could be the first one to win it twice. How incredible would that be?
Oh, God, what the hell is going on? Why Lou stopped?
Lou quit.
Who is Lou?
Number 4, I feel like I kind of knew this when I was researching this, but it still kind of, it dumbfounded me, mainly because he does, if you really look at it, he kind of resembles him a little bit. But yes, he is the third cousin, 4 generations removed, of Abraham Lincoln. He is related to one of the greatest American presidents of all time. I'm just saying that. I'm not American, so I don't know if that's a fact, but you think of Abraham Lincoln, you think of greatness. Tom Hanks is related to Abraham Lincoln. How crazy is that? I'd like to see Tom Hanks play Abraham Lincoln in a movie. I think that would be absolutely bizarre, yet perfect.
I am not a fish! How many times am I going to have to tell you people that?
Number 3, we're going sort of... This isn't crazy. This isn't that weird. Everyone has their own kind of hobbies and collections. If you watch my last video about Nicolas Cage, the man collects all sorts of random stuff. But Tom Hanks, he collects vintage typewriters. I didn't delve too much into this information because I think that's just a nice little, I want to say quirk. It's not that strange, but it's nice to know that, you know, while he's travelling around the world, he goes out and looks for vintage typewriters to add to his collection of over 80 at the time of recording this video. Yeah, what a great thing to want to collect. You know, most people collect stamps, most people collect coins. Nicolas Cage collects dinosaur skulls for some reason and strange animals, but Tom Hanks, he keeps it quite simple and collects vintage typewriters. I wonder if he sits there and types up some movie scripts on these typewriters. That would just be incredible. That would be so... just make him even more lovable and such a great person.
Look, you go up to the cottage to get a tan. Take David with you. I don't care. I'll eat takeout. I'll do the laundry by myself. I'll vacuum the house and be spotless when you get back.
Dad! Art's throwing garbage all over the street.
Your mom and I are having a conversation.
Number 2, going along the same route of how lovable Tom Hanks is, how likeable he is, how affable he is. I'm going to read this word for word because I don't want to do it any injustice. He is so likeable that in his acting debut in a very low-budget 80s horror movie, He Knows You're Alone, that the filmmakers, they changed the script to keep his character alive. Just break that down for a second. He got a part in a movie, in a slasher movie, where he's one of the victims. You know, most of the times in the 80s, you get a slasher movie where the lone survivor would be a female, because it is all about female empowerment. That's what those movies are kind of are based around and what they want to promote. Tom Hanks is so incredibly likeable that everyone around him just loves him because he's such a nice person. They changed the script so that his character could stay alive in that movie and make it till the end. if you want any more proof that Tom Hanks is just such a lovely guy, I think there you go. That's just proof. That's proof enough for me.
You! Come here. I'll kill you!
Hey, now I have a front door, you...
I'll shoot you, Hoot!
Well, you stay
I'll
there.
shoot you,
You just
Hoot!
stay right there.
Hey, fix him up so I can shoot him!
And number 1, as we all know, Tom Hanks voices the character of Woody in Toy Story. We all know that. It's one of his, most iconic roles. It's incredible because he's had so many, but one of his most iconic is Woody in Toy Story. And you don't even get to see his face. You just know his voice because he's just so noticeable and so recognisable. But when you purchase a Woody toy or you play a Toy Story video game and you hear Woody talking in those games, it's not Tom Hanks's voice. It's actually his brother, Jim Hanks, who goes along and does all of these voiceover work for the character of Woody in any non-Toy Story movie kind of roles. So yeah, Tom Hanks' brother, who looks incredibly like him, I must say, they could almost be twins, is the voice of Woody if it's not in the movies. Now that to me is just, that's almost mind-blowing. I knew this fact for, quite a long time, but every time I read it, it's just like, wow. You have to go along and listen to Woody in either a toy or a computer game or any other kind of media when it comes to Toy Story and just see the differences there. And Tom Hanks even spoke about this quite a lot in interviews, how he loves the fact that his brother has to do it because, it gives him time to concentrate on other areas. But it still keeps Toy Story in the kind of Hanks family, which is what the man's all about. He's all about family and friends, and he's just such a lovable person. I can't put it into any better words than that.
You are a toy! You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear. You're an action figure. You are a child's plaything.
But yeah, those are 10 fascinating facts about Tom Hanks. Like I say, one of the nicest guys in Hollywood, one of the most lovable people on the planet. Just go and search any interview when it comes to Tom Hanks. Watch any of his movies or anything just on social media about Tom Hanks. You'll see nothing but love and just greatness from this man. He's so incredible. I'm so glad I chose him to do for this video because I just, like I say, he's one of my most favourite actors of all time, and the man is just a genius.
Hey, shut up! I'm a policeman! What's your car towed?
If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and maybe subscribe to my channel and let me know down in the comments down below which is your favourite fact, or if there's any other facts about Tom Hanks that I missed off of this list. Please do let me know. But I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.
It's over!